Hello everyone, Chris here from Midwest Coaster Fans. Today we're talking about a controversial opinion. Before we start this video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you like the video. That helps more people be able to see this video in the future and helps beat the YouTube algorithm. Let's go ahead and start this controversial opinion, which is there would be no RMC without Six Flags. Now I know many of you guys are probably thinking, Chris, you're crazy. RMC is very innovational, and somebody would have picked up their coaster track and allowed them to convert a coaster over. And many people might think that, but we don't know for certain if that would have ever happened. Fred Grubb started RMC in 2001, and they did various track work at different parks throughout the country to include Silverwood. And I know specifically they actually did track work at Indiana Beach and Monticello, Indiana on the Hoosier Hurricane and Cornball Express. But in 2009, Fred Grubb would meet with Alan Schleek, who worked for Ride Centerline. Now, Alan Schleek was known to work with Aero and design various coasters. And then they got together and decided to design the iBox track. They were looking for somebody to pick up this iBox track, and Six Flags finally said, go ahead, convert over Texas Giant to this new iBox track model. Let's see what you could do. And the rest is history pretty much. Now, some have said that it's like the weakest RMC, doesn't have a lot of airtime. It has that overbank turn from the first drop. And it has some controversial history, obviously, that we won't talk about now. But without them taking the risk and without Six Flags allowing them to do what they wanted to do, we would not have RMC what we have today. And then obviously in 2013, they would open two coasters up with their new topper track model that took 4 years to design, with Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City, and then Rattler would turn into Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Now, Six Flags has a total of 11 coasters designed by RMC, the most of any other chain or any other park. And without them, starting off small, some other parks such as Cedar Point and Energy Landia might not have taken the risk and allowed RMC to build Steel Vengeance and Zandra, and then Nagashima Spa Land over in Japan might not have let them convert over their coaster either. So you have to look at the history of what Six Flags taking the risk did. Now, why did Six Flags take a risk with RMC? Well, RMC was a new coaster manufacturer. Six Flags was coming out of bankruptcy. They were looking for something unique that would attract more people to their parks that wouldn't cost them a ton of money. RMC happened to be affordable. There was a recession going on, and obviously other parks kind of took the same type of approach at the beginning and allowed them to build up compact, ground-up models, wooden roller coasters, hybrid coasters, steel coasters. And then obviously we have the addition in 2018 of Steel Vengeance, and whenever Iron Quasi decides to open, and then also Fun Spot Atlanta's taking the risk as well with this company. And the rest is history. And then you have obviously the single rail model, and Cedar Fair and Six Flags both decided to take a risk with that, with Railblazer and Wonder Woman. And then Six Flags liked what they saw and said, we want you to build the world's longest single rail coaster. And they opened up Jersey Devil. It opened up a year late, but we also know that was due to a pandemic. Which brings us to the question now, are parks going to start going after the single rail model because of what's going on with COVID, and they're trying to save money? So RMC goes into that picture again. Now, obviously, Six Flags is rebuilding their relationship with B&M and other things, and they're trying to take more risks with bigger manufacturers. But RMC has put their name out there, and Hershen Entertainment, that owns Silver Dollar City and Dollywood, both have RMCs. Cedar Fair has a ton of RMCs. Six Flags has a ton of RMCs, and even smaller chains such as Kentucky Kingdom even has an RMC as well. And Silverwood, which is very close to the headquarters of RMC in Idaho, also just allowed them to replace a portion of one of their wooden roller coasters with iBox track and also build Stunt Pilot, which is a kind of a newer age single rail coaster. Now, I would have to say that this is kind of a controversial opinion, but it's an opinion that stands some ground. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you think that RMC would have been what they are today without Six Flags. I don't think they would have. I think Six Flags, I know Six Flags gets a lot of crap, but Six Flags also takes risks, and then they see how it pays off. You know, they're trying to save money, so they take risks with different manufacturers. And RMC happened to be one of them. Obviously, in the early 90s, it was B&M. And then in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and 2011 with New Texas Giant. So remember, Six Flags is not as bad of a chain as people want to, make it out to be. They took risks with Aero. They took risks with B&M. And they took risks with RMC. So without Six Flags, there would be no RMC. Well, at least the RMC that we know today. Thanks again for watching my video. Please be sure to comment below what you think, and please be sure to subscribe for future videos and content that will drop down for Midwest Coaster fans. And until next time, this is Chris signing off. Thanks again for watching.